What's up, everyone? So, today I want to document some descriptions of past and current events so that maybe in the future I can look back on it and it may be of use. So, basically, what happens, and I think I would like to call this a scarcity situation, and I think this may be some level of chemical response that most humans have, or at least a lot of males do. Basically, for many years, I would look back up to almost the last 8 years of my life. There were instances where I went on vacation or I went somewhere with my family or I bumped into a girl at school or wherever, probably school, and I just slowly started, I wouldn't call it falling in love, but all of a sudden I would very much like her to the point of heartache. I'm thinking through these variations, and again, there's things that differ between them. Like some initially didn't find these girls attractive. Other times, I thought they were like slightly above average. Sometimes I thought they were attractive from the start. Some other instances, though, were just like weird because they didn't show any interest in me, but they were always very confident in themselves and just very vibrant, almost happy and enthusiastic in what they did. So maybe I would say some of it was admiration for how they were, uh, and it just be like, wow, look at that girl. She's pretty attractive now that I think about it, and look at her. She's just like fully engaged, loving life. What a personality! And usually they just be like normal girls. Some had actual jobs. Um, One I can remember was when I went on a cruise, and others were just like still in school. And so I just randomly bumped into these people, and the common thread, and here's the kicker here, was the common thread throughout all of this and most of this time was that there was a scarcity of women in my life. Not in terms of interacting with women. I would interact with women oftentimes on a very platonic, professional level at school. But other than that, there'd be women around, and the thing was, as far as romantically, not much was going on, and oftentimes school came first, and the fact that I wasn't really just naturally someone who got a lot of women. I think it's a very common thread. So I think the main thing that keeps these things all together is the fact that I really didn't have much going on. And I remember oftentimes, before I went on a trip, during and after, it was just like no women. And I was always like hoping I'd meet someone, or well, because I was a guy, I would just, my eyes would perk up when I would see a girl. So that was the situation. I would say the lesson behind all this is just that, um, well, I would say you are very influenced by your natural body when you're in a state of scarcity with women. I remember some of these instances, especially recently. I would be like, okay, I understand this so well now. I know this is happening, but there it is again. And so, I mean, fixing it, I mean, obviously, one way is to just get the girl, and then, and slash, or create more abundance in my life so I don't have this one thing. I could be doing better myself in the interactions I have had, and if I had much more interactions, that would help with girls I would actually be interested in. I mean, a lot of things could have been different, honestly. Um, so I think it's very interesting because many other guys out there may be in a similar situation, and it can move them to just very much be attached to a person, and it does a bunch of weird things to you. Like, uh, it can be quite obvious that this isn't going to pan out, this isn't going to work, she's not interested anymore, or she's just leading you on, and you still be like, I, I, I still think there's a chance, there's still a chance, there's still a chance, and all this stuff. And I think specifically with me, I'm a very shy guy, a lot of problems with that, and a lot of nervousness as well. So that mixes together. So it's like this weird dynamic where it's like, um, I won't talk, and then I wish I have, and then it's just like, it just gets like, oh, I wish I'd done it, and then you think about it all day. And then there's the other thing where it's just like, um, I do, and I blunder through it, and it's just like horrendous. So I'm sort of rambling now. The point is, though, uh, I'm working on all this. I'm trying to fix it. You know, some things still confuse me, but I'm working on everything. The shy version of me of the past, like 4 years ago, if I had stayed like that version of myself, it was such a very passive version of myself where, um, you know, I would just interact with people, but any action upon myself, like stating my intentions to a girl or anything like that, was just like, it was another universe. So it was kind of me just bumbling along, waiting for, boom, someone, maybe a girl who has the courage to do it for me. In conclusion, it can affect a lot of your rational thinking sometimes, and it's so ridiculous how it can bias your thinking. It really makes you think what other things out there are affecting you. You know, humans, at least some humans, think that they're so logical and so intellectual and rational thinkers. Not not at all. It can affect your day if you let it. It can affect you if you're constantly thinking about it. It can make you exceptionally more hopeful than uh, you think you should be. It can affect your mood. I'll see you guys later.